this better? Let's see. Yeah, it's probably actually better. All right, so I don't see no. We ain't got too much of a crowd. Yeah, it is a beautiful day, ain't it? Man, I meant to get down to the beach this whole weekend. I didn't make it. I've been tired, just chilling. But I'm gonna get right into it. Shalom, GMS, Secret of the Most High, GMS Saints, Gadal, Gabar, Yahweh, Shalom, brothers. Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakathum. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, right? Enough respect to all the brothers around the world. The world, Craig. Preaching the truth. Teaching and preaching the truth. Because we teach it during the week, but we preach it normally on the weekends, right? Yeah, bro, had to recharge the batteries. I'm still kind of tired. But luckily, with this abominable so-called holiday that this world celebrate, I only got to work 3 days this week. Oh, I can't wait for that. Looking forward to that. I don't even mind going back to work tomorrow, to get them 3 days off. But I want to get into it. Let me see what I got here. So yeah, this lesson we're gonna be getting into this end of the world week of greatness, as it were. This week of greatness. So I just want to make a quick note. Of course, the devil he ain't stopping. Okay, so GMS South Carolina 05 is currently suspended. Let's go over there and give up the link. I'm going to send a few links out right here to these other pages. I don't know how long this page is going to last either, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the link up to the page. Right now, I can't upload on it for 2 weeks. That's GMS South Carolina 05. Let's go to GMS Walk and Talk. Let's see. This page is currently active. Still need some brothers and sisters to go there and subscribe to it. Let's get it built up. And I'm going to also open a new page. I hadn't done it as of yet. But I do have another. I think I got 2 other pages that I hadn't been talking about. So this is one I want to have brothers and sisters subscribe to. GMS Walk and Talk SC. That one. Then I got GMS GMS Bible Teacher SC7. Oh, no way. Got a game on the background. You son of a. Man. NFL is rigged, everybody. Just so we all know to understand that. So GMS Bible Teacher SC7. All right. Please go and subscribe. That's the newest page, but I'm also going to open up others for as long as we can stay on YouTube, right? This is it right here. You can see the last video I put on it. Well, I've been putting a few videos here and there. I haven't been putting every video on it, but I'm going to start putting all the videos on this page. And I'm also going to open up more. So just so we can try to stay ahead of the game a little bit, all right? And, shalom to the sisters that just came in too. Y'all know the rules, all right? All right, so yeah, we're going to just get right into it now. So there's a commercial going around. You know what? Let me go back here. Hold on, y'all. Come on, man. All right, that's what I wanted. Yeah, so let's see. Foot Locker. And every brother doing responses to this. All right, they actually got a page. Foot Locker has a page, and I used to work for Foot Locker. Come on, man. Nope. All right, this is the Foot Locker page right here. They got a commercial called Week of Greatness. All right, Foot Locker has a commercial called Week of Greatness. And if you haven't seen it yet, which I'm sure everybody on the comment board right now, I'm sure all y'all seen it, but I'm going to still play it. I'm not going to just go into everything that's on it, But we gonna just discuss it a little bit. You know, I ain't gonna stay on here real long. I got another lesson that I worked on from camp. You know, that other stupid scoffer that came over to do with his hands all doing like this. I got a clip of him, and then I did a lesson to it. It's processing now. That's done already. I worked on that earlier today. But for everybody that haven't seen the Foot Locker commercial, I'm gonna play it and then we'll discuss it. And we're just gonna bring a few scriptures out. The brother on the comment board right now, Bakayar Amanah, you asked a question on the comment board. You asked, how do you get the daily motion? And I mean, I can show you that real quick. Let me see. And you asked how to set up a page. Now, I set my page up a long time ago, but it's just like YouTube. It's the same but different. Like every site has got its own way you have to do things, but you just got to go over there, man. Okay, brother says he's worked for. Yeah, I worked at Foot Locker too. When I lived in Virginia, I was doggone assistant manager there, and I made a lot of money working there too. I love working there, but I got I got fired and shit. Lost my temper, you know. Lost my temper at the nigga woman coming in there, and basically got fired. But it's all good. Worked out for the best. So let's go over here. Show this brother right quick. Yeah, I mean, pretty much you get the daily motion. You just go open up your. I don't know about on your phone now because I hadn't tried to do it on my phone. But on any computer, you can either do it here or you can go to Google. Just go to Google. I mean, I just have a hard time thinking that you don't know how to go to, Daily Motion. Anybody wouldn't. But you never know. Just type in Daily Motion, just like that. And then it'll bring up some of these, and you just click on one and you just go over there. And it's not, it's not the same as YouTube, as in it's not used as much. People don't go to Daily Motion like they do YouTube because Daily Motion is like I don't want to say an alternate site, but it's not like YouTube. YouTube is the most popular, probably the most popular site in the world other than Facebook. But it's going to serve its purpose just like it did before. So you can go here, Daily Motion homepage, and you can just, if you know of any brothers' pages, just look them up. Like mine, GMS South Carolina 04. And you're just going to have to go there and put in names and just try to, just got to go there and just put in names of brothers. Like here, the GMS South Carolina 04 page. My page go back, shit, man, a lot of years. Once you get to a site, you just got to go over there and experiment with it a bit, Click on the video. I mean, the thing is this, the truth is there. If YouTube took down every brother's video, all the brothers' pages, we could still go over here.
That's what he said, what you looking at.
Yeah. You in that slavery spirit. We can't look you in the eye.
And then what you would do is just click on the name and it'll take you to the home page. And you can see, like I showed in the video, because I did a video on this the other day. And you see I got 2.6 thousand videos over there, and you got the apostles and everybody else over there as well. And I even have I got a page over here that says latest videos from your channels. I got a lot of subscriptions over there, so if I just click on this, it'll give me latest videos from all the different subscriptions that I got, as you can see here. And all it is basically Great Millstone. That's it. Now when you get ready to set up, you just got to go set up an account. You can go over here to settings, I believe, which I should have went to this. Got my doggone email on it. I want people to see that. You just go over there and you just have to mess with it a bit, Just got to go over there and mess with it. You can't, but we all got used to YouTube, how easy it is to use it, but every site ain't easy. But hey, at the same time, if you want the truth, you got to dig. Sometimes you got to dig and look for stuff. You got to go over there and experiment with it and just mess with it, Yeah, I went over to Periscope too. Let's go there real quick. Really, I didn't really want to be, I kind of want to just get into this, what I'm into. But I'll go there real quick. Periscope is just another one of them sites. It's just like anything else. But it's a live streaming site. Let me see here. I should have went to watch live. Let's go back. You might have to download it for your phone. You can download it and then install it. Let me go here. which I have it on my phone, but I don't have it on this computer. But it's just another streaming site. We're going to use any avenue we can use to push this truth until we can't, until the famine of the word comes. See, so here it's just got different, see, it says something went wrong. Okay. So, Lucky, I thought I was sharing that. Boop. Let's see here. Yeah, so you just put it in there, Google, put it in Periscope, and then you just go there and click on it. But I mean, everybody is not a computer, savvy. Everybody don't know how to use computers and do all that stuff, but we had to learn. Like me, I wasn't used to uploading videos and doing all that stuff either, but I learned over the years because that's what's necessary to do the job that we got to do. See, here it's got all these different channels from all over the world. It's Japan news, travel the world, featured broadcast, American football. This has got, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I mean, we're going to learn. In order to push this word, we're going to learn. So I don't want to, talk about it a whole lot. So yeah, Periscope is one. There's also another one. I got to show you one more. Damn, Salakia. This one is a conspiracy theory website. They say conspiracy theory. Hold on, y'all. Let me share it. All right. So yeah, I had a page over here too with a lot of videos on it, but I can't find that page. It's called disclose.tv. And this site too was also introduced to all of us by Elder Apostle Tahar. He back when YouTube was taking all our videos down back during the time of Daily Motion, brothers had videos over here on this site as well. And you can find all types of stuff over here. UFO videos, everything. It's called disclose.tv. Let me put it on the comment board if I can. And Disclose TV, like I said, I had my page was called SC Judah, I believe. I've been looking for my videos over there. And I couldn't find it. I put a lot of videos on this page, but it has categories. You go over there and to the right. It's got aliens, UFOs, conspiracies, mysteries, paranormal, space, all kinds of stuff. So I used to put a lot of videos over here, but like I said, I cannot find them. So, now it's got a lot of bugged out stuff on it. So be careful over there. But if we have to, we're going to go wherever we got to go to push this truth until we can't push it no more. Right? Yeah. I know, bro. Brother Two Witnesses said in the beginning of the commercial on the TV news, it said the worst week ever. Yep. So yeah, with no further ado, let's just get into it. I'm going to play that. And we're going to go on. Shalom. Let's see if I can bring it up. So for everybody that hasn't seen the Foot Locker commercial, I'll play it now. I kind of waited to see if they was going to start flagging brothers for showing it, but they never did that I know of. So I'll go ahead and show it now. And I may show it more than once. Okay, so it's called Foot Locker Presents Week of Greatness No Matter What. So I'll play it now, then we'll discuss it a bit. Let me open it up all the way. All right, check it out.
Cities are reeling as the meteor storm, zombie epidemic,
Go back.
Cities are reeling as the meteor storm, zombie epidemic, and alien encounters continue unabated. Safe to say, this is the best week ever.
What are you doing? Run! It's the week of greatness. What you doing? It's really happening! This is a real thing! Nah, man. This is the real thing. Are you wearing the new Icon Clash?
I need this in a size 8.
I need a 6.
I need this in 16. I got you.
Not today.
Is it Dad?
Class not dead. These are lit. Hell yeah. it's the end of the world, right? Yeah, but it's the start of a week of greatness. It's the best week ever.
See that? Woo! And hey, as soon as everybody found out about it, brothers started making videos, videos about it. Yeah, brother from Australia said this place is done. It is done. Now, let's discuss it a little bit, and we'll play it again, before we shut this down. But yeah, let's discuss it. So they showing you right there that they know. Number one thing that you see in it is the main thing that jump out to me is the chariots, of course, right? So-called UFOs. But you see a big sea monster, what some brothers say could be representative of Leviathan. You see the UFOs, the meteor shower, which is representative of the nuclear missiles. And you hear them talk about the end of the world. And you see every person in the UFOs beam a couple of people up. I believe they showed it coming over the dude with his little baby. They was Jake's. It didn't show them get beamed up, but you have to see that they probably got beamed up. And you saw this other Latino dude, right? Which that dude, he's I just looked at his name up. What's his name? Damn it, I forgot the dude's name that quick. And it's AA something. Anyway, doggone dude that got beamed up, he's a reggaeton artist. Because I watched one of the videos. He's a reggaeton artist. That dude that got beamed up, and then they showed Anthony. I think this was the guy Anthony Davis that played for the Lakers. He was in the store, but everybody that was going all crazy was the regular people in the world, right? But those that was relaxed, they all was Jakes. They wasn't worried about nothing. They represent the elect, because the dude said, "It's the end of the world. What are you doing?" And the dude said, "It's the week of greatness. What you doing?" Like that. He had in his mind, ain't nobody gonna be shopping for no damn shoes when the end of the world come. Now on the regular front, what the world will see, they'll just see, oh, these shoes gonna be so dope to the point where no matter what's going on, you're gonna want to go to Foot Locker. How the fuck you gonna be able to go to Foot Locker and shop? You think people gonna be in there working in the world about to end? Of course not. So it's full of subliminals, but it ain't for the world. It's for the elites and it's for us, right? It's for us. They basically mocking us on some small level, but at the end of the day, you ain't mocking us, you mocking yourself. But they, the people that's in the commercial probably don't even know what's going on. Yeah, brother said the brother that got beamed up, that was beautiful. Now you got these Jakes right now saying that in Latinos and Native Americans are not Israelites, but at least know that they are Israelites. Not every single one, because every single person that you look at as a Negro is not a Israelite. You got Negroes that go back to you call them Negroes and you look at them because they look like Negroes. They might go back to another nation. You can't tell by looking at nobody what nationality they are. It's going to be according to the seed of their fathers, right? And the spirit. Because you got a whole lot of brothers right now preaching the gospel all over the world that don't look like John Shaft, Flavor Flav, Wesley Snipes, and they Israelites. Here is this dude Kunal talking all this shit about the Native Americans, Latinos, not Israelites, but you got these brothers from out the West Coast and all over the Chicago, everywhere else, Latino brothers that's been preaching the word, while Kunal's ass was gone somewhere. You might not be an Israelite, nigga. But let's go on. I may go back and show that, right. The brother made a good point. All this must happen before we can receive the kingdom. It's easier said than done, but at the same time, we don't know. It might be to the point where, in our minds, we like, oh shit, Jacob's trouble. But we don't know exactly what it's going to be like. The Most High might have us, in complete safety the whole time. I don't know, man. We just, we expecting the best, but you got, we hoping for the best, but you got to expect the worst. Now I'm gonna hit a few scriptures here. I'm gonna leave that commercial up. Let's do this. Let's hit a few scriptures, because see, these people of the world, man, they don't know what's going on, but we do. We know what's going on when we see that. Let's start. We're gonna start in Matthew 13, and I ain't gonna try to, like I said, go into every single thing on it. On that commercial, I'm just gonna hit a few scriptures that popped in mind, that came in mind, the Spirit gave me when I was preparing to bring this out. We're gonna go to Matthew 13, and it reads, Matthew 13 and verse 10, and the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. See? So the way the Bible is taught, and the way that Yahweh taught when he was on the scene, he taught in parables and riddles and parabolic forms so everybody couldn't get it. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. And it's the same thing like with this commercial. The people of the world, they don't really know what's going on. What in the hell? The people of the world, they don't know what's going on, man. And y'all bear with me here 1 second. Loud ass truck. Close this window. That's just damn Satan, man. As soon as you start doing something. All right. Salakia. So yeah, these elites and everybody, they put their commercials. It's hidden in plain sight to those, to everybody else. Just like they make those zombie movies. They're basically making fun of the people of the world. They know what's going on. That's why they call it illuminated ones, right? They're enlightened ones. They're enlightened into what's going on. And the apostles also said before that we were like the righteous Illuminati. We are enlightened. We know what's going on. We're awake. The rest of the world ain't awake. The average Jake watched it. Oh shit, this is a crazy commercial. The end of the world got zombies, these UFOs. They don't see what's going on. They got certain things. Hey, when you see that commercial and the chariots right there beaming people up, that's an end of the world event right there. And the man said it in the video. How do they know that at the end of the world the chariot's gonna come? That's definitely a biblical commercial. So as the scripture said, blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Many righteous men have desired to see the end of the world, but they didn't make it that far. It wasn't that time yet. But Lord willing, we're this generation that's gonna see the end come. Let me see here. We close this out and we'll get another one. So let's prove that. Because in the book of Acts, when the chariot comes, let's see here. First, we're gonna read Matthew 24. Let's do that first, right? And the other lesson just finished. It just finished processing. So right after this, after I shut this down, I'm gonna upload that lesson. So again, to those that just joined, GMS South Carolina 05 is suspended for 2 weeks. So go subscribe to those other pages. Look at Seattle running the touchdown on the fools. Yep. Whoo. Anyway, Salakia. So yeah, like the brother said, Jake going to buy a pair of shoes. The world ending, Jake going to buy a stupid pair of shoes. Ain't nobody gonna be looking. Hey, in that day, you ain't gonna be looking for no damn pair of shoes, man. Now, other brothers gonna pick up stuff because this brother GMS Adamant Stone Baltimore Shalom brother, he said he looked like the same man they used in the movie with that same hand sign or that same sign in his hand. And different brothers gonna pick up different things. And brothers been telling me every time they watch it, brother on the comment board, GMS Saints of the Most High. Yeah, told me the other day we was chatting. He said that every time he watch it, he sees something different too. He saw something different than he saw before. And every time I see it, I see something different too. Because I watched it like 3 or 4 times the first day. And I'm watching it again, but I'll make sure to play it again, here. Now, I ain't really watching it. I got it on in the background. It's on mute. But I was hoping that, the Eagles lose. Because, me being a Cowboy fan, we playing next. And hey, ain't nothing wrong with having a pastime. I'm still doing the work. Shit, I got videos up. I done went to camp with shit. A nigga can't watch football. Shit, you can still watch sports. I ain't all into it like that. I ain't gonna bet no money on it, but I check it out, as a pastime. So yeah, so in that commercial though, you see a lot going on. People dead in the commercial. That's what got me. The man over the car, like he went through the windshield or whatever. He was slumped over the hood. I was surprised they showed that in a commercial. But let's go on. So I got here Matthew 24 in verse. We'll start at verse 1. It says, and Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Now they went to him privately, because he taught in parables, as we already read. So he would give them the meaning in private, but around people, he was concealing the true meaning of everything because he didn't want everybody to get it. So they went to him privately, saying, tell us, when shall be these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So right here, two things. When he comes, that is the end of the world, and there are going to be signs to show when it comes. Now, let's go real quick before we read on, because he gave them a list of signs of what would happen at the end of the world. So when we go to the book of Acts, showing you that these people know what's going on to a certain degree, to a certain extent. Let's go over here to the book of Acts, Acts 1. Now let the window down, the damn demon turned his truck off right outside the window. And also, Elder Apostle Gabar's channel is currently suspended too. That's why I've been using DocuTube. What is the 666 mark is currently suspended. But let me give you brothers the Shalom GMS South Carolina. You know, Brother Hakar, I believe who it is, but you know, right now on the channel. But yeah, Elder Apostle Har's channel is currently frozen or suspended. What is the 666 mark? So go to GMS DocuTube. That's his other channel. All one word. GMS DocuTube. DocuTube would it be? So we got right here Acts chapter 1. So what's going to be the sign of the Lord's coming in the end of the world? Now he gave them a list of signs, but check this out. This is Acts chapter 1. I'm going to just jump in here at verse 4. This is after the Lord was crucified and he rose again. It says, and being assembled together with them, commanded them that they should depart from Jerusalem, but wait. Salakia. And being assembled together with them, commanded them that they should not depart from Jerusalem, but wait for the promise of the Father, which said he, ye have heard of me. For John truly baptized with water, but ye shall be baptized with the Holy Spirit not many days hence. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power. Now, real quick, they said, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? Because they knew he had rose from the dead. So they were saying, you're going to bring the kingdom now? So you can easily see from that the kingdom of heaven is only for the Israelites. But going on anyway, it's like it. He says, and he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power. After that, the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and into the uttermost part of the earth. And there's no record of the apostles, the disciples going to the uttermost part of the earth from over on that side of the world. When did that happen? We're the fulfillment of it now. Coming back in the reincarnation, all the men of the Lord. And when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, right? He was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. What's that cloud? The cloud is a chariot. Psalms 104, and we'll come right back to this. There wasn't just a puffy cloud. He went up into it. What would be the point of that? That's just water vapor. Psalms 104 and 1, it says, blessed be the Lord, Yahweh, O my soul. O Lord, my power, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot. That right there said he made the cloud his chariot, brother. It's just a cloud, turned it into a chariot. No, it's a chariot. You would say spaceship. We would say spaceship or UFO, right? No, we wouldn't say it, but the world would. We say chariots of the Lord, who led the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind, who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire. So inside of these chariots are the angels. As it said, and they walk upon the wings of the wind, right? So now when you go back to Acts 1, verse 9, and when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. So he was beamed up. He was taken up into a ship. A beam came down. It didn't say he went up. It said he was taken up. So a force came and, and beamed him up. We say beamed up, He was beamed up into a ship. Let's read a little bit more of it. And it says in verse 10, and while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, they was looking up. As he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which were angels, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, which is the immediate heavens above the earth, not up in, of course he went to the heaven of heavens, but at that time, he just went up into the air, right? Into the atmosphere above the earth, above the earth. This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. So they said the same way he left, he's going to come back the same way. So when the disciples asked him, saying, Lord, let me come back to me. So when the disciples asked him, saying, Lord, will you at this time, when they said, tell us when the end of the world, give us a sign of your coming and of the end of the world. See, so these people have to know at the end of the world, the Lord is coming back the same way that he left. So they got chariots in their commercial song, and they said it's the end of the world. So they know. So they know, right? Now, when you go to Isaiah 66, it talks about the chariots. Now, it said in the book of Acts that he was going to leave the same way. He's going to come back in like manner as he left. He left in a chariot, in a cloud. He's going to come back that way. Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. So as they're going to be saving people, they also going to be destroying people. That they didn't show that in the commercial. They didn't show the chariots destroying people. They showed so-called meteors destroying people. But it's there. It's in the scriptures that they're going to be also, right here is showing that they're going to be destroying people. But where's the salvation at? They're going to get that next. So these people know. They know that the end of the world is the coming of the Lord because they put the chariots in there. Let's go back and read it. Let's go back to Matthew 24. Matthew 24:3 again. Come on. All right. So Matthew 24:3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And these people that made this commercial, which they're lesser luminaries, they showed you that when the Lord, that they know, because in the book of Acts, when the Lord went up into a chariot, the angel said the same way he left, he's coming back. Let's prove it. Let's prove it further in the scripture. So they said, what's going to be the sign of your coming and of the end of the world? Now, he gave them a list of signs. We're going to jump past those for right now. If you go all the way down here to the bottom, Matthew 24:21, verse 29, it says, now this is not an end time sign. This is the end right here. Those other things were the signs. This is the actual second coming right here. He says, Matthew 24:29, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. Now they did show you, they hinted around to it. They showed you a meteor shower, right? Which is signs from the heavens. But it's actually, we know that that's going to be the nuclear missiles destroying everything, because the scriptures tell you that at that same hour that the elect goes up into the chariots, there's going to be a great earthquake. What's going to cause a great earthquake? The nuclear missiles. It goes on, it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And they showed you that in that commercial. What was the sign of the Son of Man? The chariots appeared. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. We read that in Isaiah 66. But it didn't say nothing about no clouds in Isaiah 66. It said the Lord coming with his chariots, right? And we read in Psalms 104 that the Lord maketh the clouds his chariots. So this, in fact, is not clouds, but our chariots. It says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. And that's what you saw. I didn't have that shared, did I? Let's go back and read it. Salakia. Matthew 24:31, verse 30, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, which are chariots, with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. See? So as the chariots go around gathering people up, beaming them up into the ships, then the destruction is going to be happening at the same time. And they showed you that in that commercial. At what? The end of the world. The white dude said it. Where you going? It's the end of the world. And the dude said it's the greatest, it's the week of greatness. Let's go watch it again real quick. Let's do that. I'll play it again. Just give me a second here. Let's get rid of that. Let's watch it again. There it is.
Cities are reeling as the meteor storm, zombie epidemic, and alien encounters continue unabated.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is the best week ever.
She said alien encounters. I didn't catch that the first time. Zombie epidemic, meteor showers, and alien encounters. So there you go. So-called UFOs, alien encounters.
Cities are reeling as the meteor storm, zombie epidemic, and alien encounters continue unabated. Safe to say,
the brother said it.
This is the best week
Look at the world.
What are you doing? Run! It's the week of greatness. What you doing? It's really happening! This is a real thing! Nah, man. This is the real thing. Are you wearing the new Icon Clash?
Now, this dude and that girl, they could be Jakes. They got flavor. Well, the dude on the ground, I don't know, but that chick, she had flavor, right?
I need this size 8.
I need a 6.
I need this at 16. I got you.
Not today.
Is it Dad?
Well, that's not Dad. Hell yeah. Hey kid, where are you headed? You know it's the end of the world, right? Yeah, but it's the start of week of greatness.
Huh.
It's the best week ever.
And you know what? In reality, it will be the best week ever. It is going to be the best week ever. That's the good news. The week of greatness. Because it's the end of the world for some people, but it's the beginning of the world for others, man. That's beautiful. That's a badass commercial. It's the end of the world for some people, but it's the beginning of the world for others, man. And there you go. So let me take this down and go back to the scriptures. Yep, brother said it. Look on his face said it all. So let's see. You read that dealing with the chariots. Let's go read this. This is Second Esdras. Let me share that. Yep, you know what? Most of the people that was in good case was Jakes. It had a lot of other people in it, but all them people that was like relaxed, that wasn't worried, the dude said, nah, it's the week of greatness. He was going the other way. He wasn't going down with the world, right? The Jakes was coming out the store with the shoes. They said, it's the week of greatness. What you doing? The man said, what y'all doing? And he said, it's the week of greatness. What you doing? They wasn't worried about nothing. That's the elect. The dude that was he wasn't running, he was walking, but the man went past him. And then that brother said, it's the week of greatness. He was like, shit, it's time for our kingdom to come. Your kingdom finished. He's walking around, two ships passing in the night, right? Two ships passing in the night. That's dope. You got to bless your eyes for they see and your ears for they hear. You got to be spiritual to see what they were showing you there. Yeah, Seattle's starting to crush Philadelphia now. They beat them down, man, which I love. So this is 2nd Esdras chapter 6 and verse 7. It says right here, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Just like the disciples asked the Lord, when shall be the end of, what should be the sign that I come in of the end of the world? Then answered I and said, what should be the parting asunder of the times, which means the end of the world? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Isaac's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right. It's the week of greatness for us. For you, it's the end of the world. It's the week of greatness for us. For you, it's the end of the world. And we ain't even going to use the week of greatness because they might say, hey, we stealing their phrase. It's the kingdom of heaven, which we're going to rule it. And you're going to be on the damn bottom. Period. Point blank. That's why they're taking all our videos down. Got brothers' pages suspended, but they can't upload on their main page. So when brothers open the new page and put their videos up, the rest of the flock don't know where to find them. That's what you call the beginning of the famine of the word, because they're trying to starve you out. That's why I put the links up to my pages. Go back to the beginning and subscribe to them pages, man, because I can't tell you how long this page is going to be up on any of the others. Best thing you can do is just keep following, man. Just keep following, because we don't know, You said he said the elect? I didn't hear him say the elect. Did he say the elect? If he did, that's even better. But it's just so much going on there. You can't take everything in. You have to keep watching it over and over and over. I'll put a link to it so everybody can go watch it on their own time. You see, you might want to watch it over and over. Here's the link to the commercial. Woo! That's the link to the commercial, so you can go watch it over and over. So Jacob Esau is the end of the world. The dude said it's the end of the world. They said, nah, it's the week of greatness. Because as they going down, we coming up. Exactly. The same hour. Matter of fact, let me read a couple more scriptures here. Let's go back over here and we'll close that one. You read it? Let's go to Matthew 16. And all I want to do is just touch on it. It's so much you can't even, which lead into so many scriptures. I can't cover them all, So this is Matthew 16. But we seeing the signs. And when you see the signs manifest in the world, that's one thing. But when you see the signs that they're showing on TV that they know what time we in, that's even better. Matthew 16:1. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? Right. We see what time the signs of the times. Let's name some. We've seen in the last few years a solar eclipse, lunar eclipses, comet sightings, right? Chariot sightings all over the world, earthquakes in diverse places, tsunamis, pestilences going forth, diseases, uproars of the people. The word is being preached by the Hebrew Israelites. The elect is being sealed. World War III is the people being gathered for World War III. The signs are everywhere. If you're missing it, then the Lord ain't want you to get it. And now they put it on TV right in front of you. And let's don't forget the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is all over everywhere, and they steadily prepping Americans for it, man. When the Lord finally let loose these different plagues and shit on Babylon the Great, these people gonna be caught with their pants down. But you, blessed are you, for your eyes see and your ears for they hear, right? Because you've been getting the word. We've been preaching the truth. You can see it all coming together. We've been preaching the truth, and there's brothers out there at camps now. It was all day yesterday, and then with them the extra days I got off coming up, I'm probably gonna go out and prophesy a couple, not just the one normal time. I might go another day, Lord willing. We'll just see how what go on. But the word is being preached, and the elect is receiving the word. That's why, and you seeing what else? The famine of the word. Them jaws slowly closing. The walls are closing in, man. You got to get it while you can. That's why we're excited. These stupid ass scoffers, they so busy scoffing on the comment board, they're not realizing what the Lord is doing. He's slowly, man, YouTube about to be shut. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be shut down, but GMS ain't gonna be on YouTube like that. When this December the 10th thing comes, if it's bad as we think it's gonna be, we're gonna poof. We're gonna be over in Daily Motion. And the scoffers ain't gonna be able to. You might be able to go over there and find our videos, but you ain't gonna be able to come over there and scoff because you can't make comments like that over there. Now, at a time, Daily Motion, you used to be able to put comments over there. Okay, the brother said he's leaving for camp now. That's right. Not much longer, Lord willing, man. You know, it's exciting. It's exciting. Like the brother said, we ain't got nothing to be worried about. And with them jakes that was coming out of the stores in that commercial, it's the scripture that said, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. So the elect, you're going to have in your mind, you're going to be like, you know what? The Lord said this was going to happen. He said people going to be getting the mark of the beast. It's going to be a famine. People going to be starving. You're going to have that confidence in yourself knowing, okay, all I got to do is just stay fast like the Most High told us to do. He said he's going to save us. Oh, hey, the brother said this was going to happen. It was going to happen this way, right? Yep, the Missy Elliott video, the brother said it just did the same thing on the Missy Elliott video. And it had Super Bowl commercials years back when they were showing chariots in the world in a fallen condition. They've been showing you little signs all over. How can they not know? But see, they get, as the apostle said, all the great movie directors got to know the Bible, man, because all the movies they make come right out of the Bible. They get ideas from their scripts from the word. You know, how could they not? It's great stuff. And now we breaking it all down, making it plain to them. So it'd be that easy. When they put out a UFO video, you know damn well that they listening to the prophets, man. Somebody watching the prophets preach the word. So we supposed to look at the signs of the times, not just what they show us on TV, because they couldn't put anything on TV. But we look at the signs of the times, everything that's going on. I just named a long list, and I'm sure I left some stuff out. So I'm just going to hit a few more scriptures here. We'll wrap it up. I mean, they could just go on and on and on. Let's hit this one. 2nd Esdras chapter 7. Let's go there. Why did I do that? 2nd Esdras chapter 7. I'll read a little bit over here. Chapter 7. So when we see commercials like that, man, all the brotherhood get excited because we see it. You know, we had already envisioned that coming anyway, but now we see it coming so much more clear. When they put that in the commercial, the very things that we prophesying about, hell yeah, that's a reason to get excited. 2nd Esdras chapter 7 and verse, I didn't want to read 7 yet. Hold on, y'all. I want to read chapter 8. Let's go out of that one. I want to get chapter 8. So even the elites put their little stuff in parabolic form too, trying to be like the Lord. But we can break down their stuff. They can't break down what we say. We make it plain, but they still can't fully receive it. 2nd Esdras chapter 8, verse 1. He answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. Right? The world to come is for few. It's only for the elect. It ain't for everybody on the planet. It's not even for all the Israelites. It ain't for 2/3. 2/3 is 2 portions of Israel gone and dead. It's for the 1/3 for the elect, man. See, the world to come is for the elect. And then the 2/3 be reborn in the kingdom. But we're going to be already, Lord willing. I say we tentatively because we don't know for sure. But the scriptures say, if you do these things, you shall never fail or never fall. Verse 2, it says, I will tell thee a similitude, Esdras, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee, that it giveth much mold whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of. Right, you got a lot of people on the earth that's made of mold and regular earth, but it's very little, which is that gold, which is the elect. Even so is the course of this present world. There be many created, but few saved. Everybody on that commercial, they were running, going crazy. Were they not? But it was only a few people that was cool, calm, and collected. They represented that gold dust, the elect. They were just calm and relaxed. They were like, what y'all talking about? Where y'all going? Where everybody going crazy for? He had one Jake on top of the building with his little baby daughter. He wasn't worried about nothing. He just stepped on the zombie. Like, oh, he ain't dead, right? Then you had another Jake was looking up at the chair and he just beamed it right up, man. A Latino brother beamed it right up. Let's go back to it. 2nd Esdras 8 and verse 4, it says, so I answered and said, swallow down Swallow then down, O my soul, understanding, and devour wisdom. For thou hast agreed to give ear and art willing to prophesy, for thou hast no longer space than only to live. Only enough time left to prophesy. Let's go down here. I thought it was more I wanted to get out of this. 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse. Oh. I'll read right here. 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 26, verse 24. Oh Lord, it says, 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 24. Oh, hear the prayer of thy servant and give ear to the petition of thy creature. For while I live, I will speak, and so long as I have understanding, I will answer. Oh, look not upon the sins of thy people, but on them which serve thee in truth. Woo, you hear that? Look at us just doing the work. Regard not the wicked inventions of the heathen, but the desire of those that keep thy testimonies in afflictions. Think not upon those that have walked vainly before thee, but remember them which according to thy will have known thy fear. The elect, let it not be thy will to destroy them which have lived like beasts, but to look upon them that have clearly taught thy law. Take thou no indignation at them which are deemed worse than beasts, but love them that always put their trust in thy righteousness and glory. And that's heavy right there. I got to read that more often. Let's jump down a little more here because there's so much to this. And you can go read this 2nd Ezra chapter 8. Starting back at verse 50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. And that's what we do. We seek out the glory for those that are like us, that are into this truth. We ain't here for everybody. I don't know if y'all can remember the other night in camp. It was Jake that came up at the end of camp, right? After the bugged out dude, the agent provocateur, after he got dismissed, at the end of camp, Jake walked up and he was just trying to listen. And I asked him, I said, what's going on like that? Then he said, oh, nothing, just trying to listen. So then I asked him, I said, you an Israelite? He said, oh, yeah, I know. He said, I've been studying. And, I started getting into Kemet. He mentioned something about Kemet in Egypt, black. And then he started talking about black. And I didn't even say nothing else. So he said, okay, then we'll keep studying. I just let him go, man. Just let that dude go. I didn't even try to argue with him because we don't have time for that shit. The time is short now. Plus, nigga, that Kemet shit is stuck on Jake, man. But understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. Right. We ain't thinking about Kemet. We looking for the Israelites, for the elected house of Israel. Fuck Kemet. For unto you is paradise open. The tree of life is planted. The time to come is prepared. Plenteousness is made ready, and a city is builded. And rest is allowed, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. It's going to be destroyed. When you read Revelation chapter 20, can we go over there real quick? Let's see if we can. Revelation chapter 20, it says, that scripture said corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Now, when you read also, let me come back to me real quick. When you read also 2 Corinthians chapter 15, when you read 2 Corinthians chapter 15, it talks about corruption. This mortal must put on immortality, and this corruption must put on corruptible must put on incorruption. Don't forget the chips. This corruptible must put on incorruption, right? So that corruption that's going to be fled into hell to be forgotten, this condition that we in, man, our body's decaying. We getting old and aging. We're going to be immortals in the kingdom. Let's read this real quick. Let me read first. Is it 1 Corinthians 15:50? And that also too is related to the chariots, to the so-called UFOs. Y'all bear with me here first. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 15:50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible. Corruption is going to fled into hell to be forgotten. We shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. You're going to get a brand new body. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. You're going to live forever. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Why? Because the Savior died on the cross, and the elect is going to live forever. The Israelites under the new covenant. No other nation has that. Let's get Revelation chapter 20. I don't know exactly what verse, but we'll find it. All the way down at the bottom. First, verse 4, Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not received the beast, Salakia, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their foreheads, the RFID chip, or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Right? That's that first resurrection right there. The elect is the only ones going to be partaking in that initially when America is destroyed. But look down a bit. Revelation 20 and verse 14, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. See? So when corruption flees into hell to be forgotten, that's this condition, that's these diseases, right? That's our these chains of darkness, which are these bodies, this sinful flesh, us committing iniquity and sins. When you go to Hebrews 8, which I ain't going to go there now, but if you go to Hebrews 8 and 8 and read on down about the second covenant, also Jeremiah 31, when you read about the second covenant, when you get new bodies, you ain't even going to be able to sin no more. It's going to be automatic in your inward parts to always keep the law. So that corruption is going to flee into hell to be forgotten. No more decaying teeth, no more losing hair, no more getting fat, out of shape, dying in your, at an early age. You're going to live forever. All that's going to flee into hell and be forgotten. When these nuclear missiles destroy Babylon the Great, the curses come off of us. The minute you go up into the chariots, the Lord taking the curses off of us. Then they're going to go on our enemies, and they're going to be reborn in the kingdom as slaves, man. All the Edomites from over here in Babylon the Great. So it's a lot to it, but it's relatable to the chariots again, which is in that commercial. Now we're going to go back over here. Now let's go back to 2nd Ezra chapter 8 where we was. Right? Let's see if we can just go back a bit. So this corruptible must put on incorruption. So back in 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse, we'll go back to 52. It says, for unto you is paradise opened. Salakia. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is built and rest is allowed, yeah, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you. Why? Because you won't be doing evil in the kingdom. You won't even be capable of it. As the Israelites, that new covenant goes into effect fully, and you won't even so much as commit a sin. Weakness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Brand new bodies. Sorrows are past, and in the end it showed the treasure of immortality. You're going to live forever. See? And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish, for when they had yet liberty, for when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. And that's what's going on now. People are thumbing their nose at the word, man. We preaching the word out there. That's why them scoffers keep rolling up, coming on the comment boards, unbelievers coming up trying to challenge us, because they're being convicted by the word, and they don't want to accept it. Because what I've been saying, that scripture, I just keep reading, it's like it pop up in every lesson. Men love darkness rather than light. But we are not of the night, but we are of the day. As another scripture said, going on, verse 57, it says, moreover, they have trodden down his righteous and said in their heart that there is no God, yeah, and that knowing they must die. What did that Edomite say the other night that I just put the video up about him today? He said it's supposed to be an omnipotent God, you know, that's all knowing and all seeing. Yet he allowed slavery. Then the dude said that he was an equalist, right? He believed men and women are equal and all this different shit, man. That dude gonna be destroyed, man. So it goes on, for as the foresaid things shall receive you, the kingdom of heaven, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it is not his will that men should come to naught, but they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful to him, unto him which prepared life for them. And therefore is my judgment now at hand. These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. See that? So it's only for the elect to get this. This ain't for all men. This is not for all men. It's for thee and a few like thee. That's why we understand the commercial when we see it. And even the people that put it together, they probably don't understand the entirety of the commercial. But the Lord put the Spirit on them to put those things in the commercials for our sakes. Everything is for the elect's sake anyway. We ain't sweating it. Yeah, that dude was effeminate. He said it, he had a wife, but he probably lied. He was a liar. His brother said it. Only the nation of Israel will have immortality. The heathen nations' bodies will remain mortals, subject to pain and death. That's right, bro. And decay. And ass whippings. Read this brother's scripture. GMS saints of the Most High, Revelation 22:3. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of the Most High and the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. That's right, bro. That's in the kingdom of heaven. Ooh. Brother's got some badass scriptures right here. The kingdom is within, John 14:3. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you may be also. Right. The Lord gonna come and receive us unto himself. Come up hither. Pew, right? Matter of fact, let's grab that scripture. Let's go back over here. Because it's in Babylon the Great. The Lord is gonna come and deliver his elect from here. And the same time as the deliverance gonna be happening, which they showed in the commercial, people gonna be getting destroyed. This whole place gonna be getting destroyed. The end of the world gonna be coming for some, but others gonna be going up into the chariot to receive that everlasting life and new body. Revelation 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, which is America, Babylon the Great. And they of the people, you know what, let's skip that one. Let's get back down to verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. That's the Holy Spirit. But how's that happening? How's the spirit of life going into the dead bodies, which is the spiritually dead Israelites? The word is being preached. This is Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones. Right? And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. How do we know this is happening now? Because you can put up a page on YouTube, and after having it up for 7-8 years, they flagging everything now. Taking pages down. Or like as one brother said, they digging up strikes. They going looking up old videos that you made and flagging your page. They flagged a video back when we was in Pittsburgh from the GMS South Carolina 05 page. It was entitled, what was it entitled? The Bible has nothing good to say about white people. Which I had Edomites. Oh man, they flagged that video the other day and took it down. Was it Friday night? I was uploading the camp videos to every channel, and then as I uploaded it, I was like, well, damn, the GMS South Carolina 05 video ain't showed up yet, and I uploaded it first after it went on this page. And when I went and checked it yesterday, and I had a damn community strike. So they didn't even while the video was uploading, they gave me a community strike, which stopped it from being uploaded to the channel, man. These devils scared though. Great fear was on them. That's why they flagging all the brothers' pages. GMS Vegas sit downs, GMS South Carolina 04, GMS South Carolina GMS North Carolina 24, and they also flagged and suspended GMS on the go from the North Carolina camp, and they suspended GMS South Carolina 05. What is the 666 mark? Elder Pastor Har's channel, and they suspended GMS Info Doc channel 11. And you know they took Elder Pastor Gabar page down last month. And they got other brothers. GMS Boston 145 is currently suspended for 2 weeks. See? So brothers, you know, they doing so much. But that's that great fear falling upon them which see us preaching this word, man. Who knows? They're going to do more. That's why we keep telling you, get ready. Get ready to go over to Daily Motion or wherever else we go. We'll give you the info. So, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. We stand upon our feet, preaching the word, right? And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. That's the next part. Or after all of the calamities and the destruction, you know, the RFID chip, mark of the beast, the race wars, and all that shit happened. The Lord is going to come, and this is what he's going to do. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. You saw that in the commercial. The Jake with his little baby daughter, then you saw the other guy, looked like a soccer player, whatever. He got beamed up. Come up hither. He went right up into the chariot. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Who are the enemies? Everybody that's not the elect, first and foremost, but also mainly the Edomites, the so-called white man Esau is the enemy. But you're going to have Jason get left here too, and other nations that over here in Babylon the Great. They're going to all get left here and melted. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Because the elect has enemies. The 2/3 are enemies. Scoffers, demons, no matter if they are Israelites. Wicked Israelites are the enemies of the 1/3. And the same hour was there a great earthquake. And the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000. 7 here meaning completion, a complete number, right? The great earthquake is going to be started by the nuclear missiles. The 10th part of the city, the 10 FEMA zones of Babylon the Great is going to be completely destroyed. And it's going to cause a great earthquake. And a bunch of people are going to die. Everybody on the shores of Babylon the Great are going to be destroyed completely. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven. Right. They went right up into the chariots. And I'm sure it's going to be very scary. The nuclear missiles bearing down on us, on the elect. Right. You don't know what other kind of shit going on. The Lord said the fire is going to be already kindled when he comes. What will I if it be already kindled? Right. So we're going to barely make it by the skin of our teeth. And I say we tentatively, but the elect is going to barely make it by the skin of their teeth. The Lord going to take them up. And then this place, the same hour, as soon as they go up and safely into the chariots, boom, 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 the nuclear missiles going to hit. And this place is going to be completely destroyed. YouTube, all the scoffers, all the demons, all the twerking, the thoughts, right? The gangsters, the goblins, the goons, all the Edomites over here in Babylon the Great going to get destroyed. The only ones going to make it out of here is the elect and the elites of this society, the Illuminati, the illuminated ones. They're going to go in their bunkers so they can come and bring all the rest of y'all back. All the rest of you damn wicked Edomites. Y'all going to be brought back by y'all relatives, by the elites and all the rest other Edomites around the world and the other nations. The brother had the GMS Fear the Most High 7 channel. His new channel is this, GMS Fear the Most High. Hold on here. Let me spell it right. Fear the Most High. You know what? Let's just go. Let's go look it up and bring the brother page up and put the link up. Let's do that. Somebody asked on the comment board. Ain't no problem. I don't mind plugging brothers' pages. I love doing that. If Jim at South Carolina 04 was still up, I would have put out a bulletin of it. But now, of course, that page was closed, so ain't nothing I can do about that. But let's just keep it moving. We'll just keep, do the best we can do. Letting everybody know what brothers' pages are. All right. Put it in over here. GMS Fear. There it is. And for some reason, when I try to type it in, they haven't been showing it, but I know that's what it's entitled. There's a brother right there. Up and coming elder Rakaya Kwam. Matter of fact, let's see something. Y'all just bear with me here. Because see, Esau been doing stuff with the search engine too. He don't want the damn search engine. It ain't even been acting right. Damn it. I'm going to go to a playlist. And And that's the Mississippi brothers who were live. I don't know if they still are now.
Chapter 6, verse 7. Then outside.
Soon this page will act right. Okay. Y'all see this? YouTube is tripping, man. This thing ain't acting right. There it is. Beautiful playlist. That's the name of the brother page, but you can type it in and it might not come up. So let me just try to get a link to it. So I know I checked that video the other day that he did. There it is. This is the brother right here. Up and coming Elder Rakalia Kwam from London. Everybody go subscribe to this brother page too. Make good lessons. No nonsense type of brother, man. Been in the truth for a long time, right around the same time I came in. All right, here you go. Here's the link. So everybody should go over there and subscribe to the brother page. Yeah, brother said it. Through the spirit, bro. You know, all praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua with his equalism. Yeah, no doubt. Most High, they make us equal. All you Philadelphia Eagle fans, they lost 17-9. Seattle beat them. So let me bring out this last scripture I got here. So the chariots and the immortality all go hand in hand, right with the end of the world, just like everything else, man. When they leave this place, hey, corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. When we get beamed up, Lord willing, we make it. All of us is on the comment board, or however you want to say it. If we make it, we get new bodies, man. Right? We go up in there, we go up into the chairs. We leave here in our broken down state. We go up into the chairs, we're gonna be shit. You already know. You already know. So we're gonna go to 2nd Ezra chapter 7. We're gonna read some of this and we're gonna close out. You brothers got awesome scriptures, but this topic is so broad and so many scriptures go into it. If I read everybody's and my own, we could be here all day easily. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 7, starting at verse 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the nights afore. And he said unto me, Up, Esdras, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said, Speak on, my power. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things, the kingdom of heaven. The entrance thereof is narrow, or New Jerusalem, should I say. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. And one only path, look at this, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. That's why it says enter in at the straight gate. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? And I said, It is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, Even so also is Israel's portion. This great kingdom in the New Jerusalem is only for the Israelites. It's only for Israel. Because for their sakes, I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done. Then were the entrances of this world made narrow and full of sorrow and travail, but there are few and evil, full of perils and very painful. See? For the entrances of the elder world were wide and sure and brought immortal fruit. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them. Right? If you don't go through all this danger and tribulation, Hey, you got to go through it. How you gonna get the kingdom? You know. Now let's jump down a bit. Verse 16 says, "Why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come, rather than that which is present?" And that's what we ask ourselves. Hey, our minds stay on looking toward the end of the world. We hasten the day, but the rest of the world don't. They just seen a Foot Locker commercial. We saw the hope of our salvation realized, on a commercial. That's what we saw. That's why all the brothers doing lessons on it. That's why I did this lesson, because we see the end of the world, the hope of the end of the world in the kingdom of heaven, right? Which they call the week of greatness. The end of the world will bring forth the week of greatness, but for us, it's going to be a lifetime of greatness, eternity of greatness. Yeah, we're going to see what happens December the 10th. We'll be ready either way. So let's go, let's see. Let me jump down here. Matter of fact, I probably need to keep reading. Verse 17, "Then answered I and said, O Lord, that bearest rule, thou hast ordained in thy law that the righteous should inherit these things, but that the ungodly should perish." There you go. I'll just stop right there. The righteous should inherit these things, but the ungodly should perish. Who is the righteous seed? Jacob. And of Jacob, you have the elect. They're going to inherit the kingdom of heaven, and all the wicked are going to perish. Now I was going to read the rest of that chapter, but I'm going to just hold off. You brothers and sisters, go check it out. It's a lot in there. Let me read a real quick precept out of it. Let's see here. Yeah. This is second Ezra chapter 7, verse 42. "He answered me and said, This present life is not the end." It's not the end. "This present life is not the end, where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time." Right? Said in the commercial. The day of doom is the end of the world. But for the elect, it's going to be the week or lifetime of greatness. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that has gotten the victory. See it right there. See? So nobody's going to be able to save those that's destroyed, which is who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Nor shall you be able to oppress him that has gotten the victory. Jacob, the Hebrew Israelites, the elect, man. You ain't going to be able to stop it. You ain't going to be able to oppress the Israelites anymore. We're going to be free. We're going to be free. And you're going to be slaves. And it's in your commercials, and you know it. You know it. I want to see if there's a little bit more. But I think that's it right there. We'll leave it right there. Yeah. We'll leave it right there. Let's close these windows out. So, that commercial gave us a lot. And I could easily do a part 2 on this. I don't know if I will. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see what what the Spirit say. See, the Most High put the Spirit on us, That's right, bro. They cutting out video because they know it's the truth. Great fear fell upon them which saw them. So, Lord willing, that gave you a little boost, going into the rest of the day, into this next week. And, we'll see, what the Spirit say. As always, we dealing through the Spirit, man. The Spirit give us something, we give it to y'all. So I'm going to say all praise to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Enough respect to the brothers teaching the truth worldwide. All right, we'll see you again with another lesson soon. I'm about to upload this other lesson dealing with